Bert. Number 3, defender, Pascal Ibuzi. Number 2, defender, Josh Phillips. Defender, Josh Phillips. Number 26, midfielder, Chris Danes. Number 35, midfielder, Taeson Kim. Number 23, forward, Shane Malcolm. Number 10, forward, Masa Caser. Number 18,
"78 degrees, not a cloud in the sky" here in San Antonio, Texas at Toyota Field as we get set for a Western Conference matchup. The Switchbacks of Colorado Springs against San Antonio FC. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Tyler Denning alongside current St. Mary's head coach Matt Barnes and Matt San Antonio on this young season. 2 wins already. Big reason, though, defensively they have yet to allow a goal.
That's right, and that really comes from the core of that defense, and it starts with Matt Cardone for me. He's played so well in between the pipes this season. He's got a young career, he's an exciting young player, and he's making great decisions and great saves. Sitting right in front of Cardone is Ibiaga, who's been the best young central defender I've seen in the season so far. He's making great decisions, he's winning everything in the air. And just doing a fantastic job anchoring that defense.
As for the Switchbacks of Colorado Springs, this was a playoff team out of the Western Conference last season, but some heavy roster turnover, and they have only scored 1 goal this year.
Yeah, you know, the toughest thing to do in the game is to score goals. Goals are hard to come by, and I think you're seeing a little bit of that reflected in their inability to score goals early. But I would expect Coach Trichu to have these guys on the same page and have them clicking here really soon.
So a big matchup for San Antonio, their second home match of the season. Starting lineups and the action when we come back.
Sweet truck, Tony.
Thanks. Who wants some HEB Prime 1 beef?
I have a burger.
Me too, with Gruyere.
I'll just have cheese.
That is cheese.
Oh, my bad.
You want any Vegemite? Yeah, I don't know what that is. Next.
Mind if I give you some tips?
Does that sign say cooking with pal?
Nobody could.
HEB Prime 1 burgers and steaks. Made fresh in-store with the top 2% of beef.
You could be cooking with Tony and Pao.
So I'm cruising here in my new Camry. You know, just following the nav's predictive traffic. That's when I saw smoke coming from the pet store. I called 911 on the Bluetooth and began the rescue. The owner gave me this as a reward. His name is Senor Bandito.
Wait, you got a new Camry?
The 2017 Camry with sporty looks and the latest tech. It'll surprise a few people. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm not the type to say any of this mushy garbage.
You know what? I'm going for it.
You are completely and utterly
Awesome. I'm glad you showed up.
in my life.
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time
Get down!
you always have
Back. My back.
It's really hard to describe. It's like all these tiny little things
Yes, yes, things.
are actually friendship.
When it needs to be ultra exciting, high flying, non-stop action, San Antonio FC Soccer's got you covered. When it needs to be high performing, hard working, high tech, super safe, built for comfort, and surprisingly affordable, Holt Cat has got you covered. With best-in-class cat heavy equipment, engines, generators, and more, plus legendary service and support, and the largest parts inventory and distribution network in Texas. Kick it into high gear with Holt Cat.
Welcome back to San Antonio, Texas, Toyota Field. The team's getting set. Western Conference matchup. The Switchbacks out of Colorado Springs. 1 win, 1 draw on the season. San Antonio FC, a record of 2-0, as we go down to the field for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, now bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Beautiful rendition of the national anthem. As we get set to play, starting lineups. Switchbacks of Colorado Springs employing a 4-2-3. Matt, anyone stand out to you?
Well, we're going to have to look at Aaron King up top as a good central striker and expect him to play well tonight.
Coming off their last match, a 1-1 draw against Oklahoma City Energy FC. That was their home opener, and mentioned they have struggled to score goals on the season. Just one goal for the Switchbacks. So it'll be interesting to see what that forward unit can move for the Switchbacks. San Antonio FC starting lineup, and of note, Captain Michael Reed not in the starting lineup this evening, being held out to rest.
That's right, and you know, San Antonians should be used to seeing even Popovich rest his big stars and top guys at times, and that's all this is tonight, is just letting Reed get a little bit of rest. He's had an incredible start to the season with a goal last game, and the skipper's going to take a little bit of well-deserved break tonight.
But as you mentioned at the top of the show in the open, that back line has been very solid, and then Cardone anchoring it, 2 clean sheets thus far.
Yeah, Cardone's done fantastic, but to be honest, he hasn't had a lot of work to do. They've played really well in front of him. Ibiaga has really led that core of center backs that they've signed this year. They started off with Cyprian and now bringing in McCarthy, who's got some good MLS experience. But boy, I'll tell you what, it's a luxury bringing, you know, this type of player off the bench in this squad this year. Fantastic job from the central defenders to this point.
Head coach for the Switchbacks, Steve Trittschuh, in his 3rd season at the helm, 29-12-19 record. First head coach in club history, led the Switchbacks to the playoffs the last 2 seasons. Some time as an assistant coach for the Rapids, but played in the 88 Olympics and the 90 World Cup. Story we'll get into throughout our match this evening.
Yeah, Steve's been around the game a long time. I remember sitting in my dorm room in college watching him play in Italy.
And the head coach for San Antonio, Darren Powell, 12-12-8 record in his 2nd season here in San Antonio. First head coach of this franchise as well, prior at Orlando City SC as the academy director. Has to like how his team has opened the season with 2 wins coming off their last match, the home opener, packed house, over 8,000 here at Toyota Field last weekend, a 3-0 victory over LA Galaxy 2. See Cardoni between the pipes.
Darren's done a great job with this roster, and you kind of see what he's been able to do with some time to build the roster this year. Didn't have as many months to do it last year, so it's been fun watching, you know, Darren and his staff and Tim Holt put this team together once they have some time under their belts.
It was a 10-12-8 record for San Antonio last year. As we are underway, they went 7-4-4 at home, had 2 3-game win streaks, so that is what they are going for this evening to make it 3 in a row to start the 2017 campaign. San Antonio in black, Switchbacks in white. Early opportunity for the Switchbacks over the crossbar.
Yeah, little early game jitters there, little 6s and 7s in the back line there right after we're talking about them. So hopefully, you know, the boys can settle down and keep the ball here for a little bit, get things rolling in this game.
23-year-old goalkeeper Matt Cardoni, hometown product from San Antonio, Texas, played his college ball at Trinity. San Antonio takes it out of bounds, throw in for the Switchbacks. Mentioned the Switchbacks. They do have a win on the season. Got there in interesting fashion. Opening game of the season, they lost initially 4-1 to Tulsa, but afterwards was declared that they had played an ineligible player, did the Roughnecks. So then the result awarded 3-0 a victory to the Switchbacks, and coming off a 1-1 draw in their home opener in the snow, something we don't see down here in Central Texas this time of year, but that in Colorado Springs. Opportunity moving forward, at least momentarily, for San Antonio.
It's tough to imagine plowing your field, the snow off your field in one game. The next game you're down here in the heat and a little bit of humidity.
Part of a 2-game Texas swing for the Switchbacks, so a very big difference. It started snowing in the second half of their last match. It's safe we're not going to see that tonight.
I think that's safe to say. They do have a tough road match there, though, Tyler. They come here, fly home tomorrow, and then back down to face Rio Grande Valley.
750 miles home and then 1,000 for that match. First corner of our match. And Noonan, 25-year-old, take the corner. And shallow and cleared. Sent back in. Out for a throw-in.
Yeah, Noonan probably would like to have that ball back. He clipped it into the near post, pretty short there, and got a couple of your big boys in the top of the 6. So I'd like to see him do a little bit better on those free kicks and corner kicks.
Will handle the throw-in, quickly turned over. Possessed by San Antonio. Noonan. He's out the 2 defenders. quite find a teammate. McCarthy was giving that ball chase. We'll let it go out of bounds.
See right away, Tyler, SAFC's doing a good job of getting numbers behind the ball, and that's where they're really at their best, staying organized and in that transitional part of the game.
Something Coach Val earlier this week had spoke with us about. Really like the shape has been in the back line. That ball through. Ricochets off the arms of Stonewall Jackson. It was Cesar Elizondo.
Great ball from Cesar. I tell you, man, he's already got 2 assists on the season and could easily had a 3rd there. Fantastic through ball into Elizondo.
SAFC will stay with the pressure. Everything to cross cleared out. Another corner coming for the home team.
Yeah, good job from Tierpak creating that. You can see the switchbacks are coming out to double down on that right side. They've got 2 players out on Newnham when he just had the ball, and again on Tierpak. Both times we got something out of it.
Castillo on the shot you just saw on the replay. Behind the far post. Did get ahead. Ball back to the switchbacks. Quickly back to San Antonio.
Really good ball to the back stick there for Ibiaga. He's just going to play it out. Make sure Abusi's okay there. Looks like he's fine. It's a great ball to the back stick to the big man there.
To his feet.
What I really liked about that play is you saw him track back about 10-15 yards and won the ball defensively. Just another thing you want to see from guys on the field. Really good tracking back from the center back.
Ball down to Cardoni. Right from the right.
You can see from that last build-up, you know, Pekka's already buzzing around the field. He picked up the ball, kept possession of it, switched the field. That's what you want to see from Pekka. That's where he does a really good job screening that back line, and that's the guy you want on the ball in those situations.
Going for SAFC. Turning and shooting. Right into the chest of Jackson. Shot from Cesar Elizondo. 1 goal on the season. You mentioned does lead the team in assists. His 2 assists are tied for first on this young USL season.
8 minutes into the game, he's already got a pass he threaded through and a turn in the box and a shot. So really good start for Elizondo tonight.
Well, fans, stay up to date on the latest USL news and information from around the league. Tune in to USL Coast to Coast with Mike Watts, Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern on Sirius XM FC Channel 85. Don't forget, Sirius XM FC will air the USL Game of the Week. Please check uslsoccer.com for dates and times. Moving forward is San Antonio. That ball finds the foot. Elizondo. 2 men on him, makes 1 miss, but the second there. Ball repossessed by the switchbacks. outside of that early opportunity, seems like that San Antonio defense living up to the billing we gave it at the top of the show.
Yeah, definitely settled down now, and you can see they're just cutting into passing lanes and clipping passes out, just making things look easy at the back right now. Really good job in the center third of the field right there in the last two sequences, picking off passes and making it look easy. Well done from San Antonio.
Lacrosse was knocked down and out of bounds. Reset. Another corner coming for SAFC. Seen one near, seen one far. Where are you going here?
You know, I don't know. I'd keep going to the two big men.
That on the ground. Now played through, off the head. Looked like it had a chance.
Yeah, that's a good set piece. That's probably one they've worked up in on the drawing board and the whiteboard there, so did really well with it.
A couple opportunities for SAFC so far. Booted out by Jackson. Ten shots on the season for the Switchbacks coming into this match. That's 27th amongst all USL teams. 3 of those shots coming on goal. Mentioned just the 1 goal scored, although they did get credit for 3 in that win over Tulsa.
Nice work from Maxi Rodriguez there, the local product, and did a real nice job on the inline, shielding that ball off, and that's what you want to see from, a guy getting his debut in front of his hometown fans. Good start for Maxi.
Chance here for the Switchbacks. First goal conceded on the year by San Antonio FC. Aaron King.
King, who we talked about in the pregame a little bit, did well with that to slot it in just underneath Cardoni there. You have to stay, you'd expect your center back there to get something on that ball, and McCarthy just gets beat top of the box and pay the ultimate price there.
So McCarthy does get beat. San Antonio concedes their first goal of the year, first goal given up by Cardoni, but it was a beautiful header that started the whole sequence of events. But nonetheless, Colorado Springs on the board first to start the match. 12.5 minutes in.
New situation for San Antonio. They haven't had to play from behind yet. I think it's going to be real interesting to see how they handle this and manage that, because you're going to have to do a lot of that over the course of a 32-game season. They're going to make some mistakes, and hopefully they can find their way back into it. Another giveaway from McCarthy there and from the defensive midfield spot.
James playing it forward to King. Lead for Cashier. Aaron King, the goal scorer in his 10th pro season. He's been with the Switchbacks since 2015. 17 appearances last year as a native of the state of Colorado. Played at Smoky Hill High School in the Denver area. NCAA ball at NC State. Stolen momentarily by Noonan. Throw in for SAFC. Noonan. Back to Castillo. Castillo taken down, and that will draw a whistle.
Really good job from Rafa there. It's just such a professional play from his end. He's drawn the guy in. He knows he's going to get fouled, and just takes it really well. That's a true professional move right there. He did really well with that. Now hopefully San Antonio can clip a nice ball into the box here and see what they can do about getting this game tied up.
Castillo scored in the last match against LA Galaxy 2, the 36-year-old from Colombia. Swung in right onto the chest of Dan Stonewall Jackson. Per the Switchbacks notes, he's a beard aficionado, a product of Denver University.
Yeah, I think a lot of people might look at a professional goalkeeper that's 5'9" and have some questions, but you got to realize this guy anchored a Denver program that's only lost 2 games in the last 2 years total.
Another chance for the Switchbacks. Ricochets through, back on the boot. San Antonio defense. Juggled in the middle, but taken down to the ground. Pedro Trejo Jr. is our referee this evening. Down to Cardoni. Well, soccer fans, Nike is an official sponsor of the USL. For more information, visit NikeSoccer.com. Approaching the 17-minute mark. Getting Matt Barnes. Second home game on the season for San Antonio FC as they trail 1-0 to the Switchbacks of Colorado Springs. Risky slide, but played clean. Heads to Cardoni.
So you can see, Tyler, what Colorado Springs is doing is they're taking their captain, Agueta, number 35, who's sitting in the defensive midfield, and they've shifted him over to Billy Forbes' side. So, we know Billy's such a dynamic player, and we're trying to, they're trying to get the ball to him. But Agueta's done a really good job sliding over to the strong side and doubling down over there and making it difficult to play through Billy right now. So we'll see how that opens up as the course of the game goes on.
Agueta playing in 29 matches, primarily as a defensive midfielder. Hails from Fountain Valley, California, was acquired in 2015 by the Switchbacks. Suggs giving pursuit. Ball stays with the Switchbacks. A long try, out of bounds. So being that, like you said, Forbes garnering that attention with the 2 goals he scored, the adjustments that San Antonio can make?
Well, I think they just need to settle down and start keeping the ball. I'd like to see them put the ball into the center of the park a little bit and let their midfielders start spraying it around a little bit. You'd like to see Pekka on the ball, who just picked it up, and see if they can, run Colorado Springs around a little bit.
Who's possession there? Cashier.
Right now, Colorado's just doing a very good job, like I said, of doubling down wide. It's either the 35 Kim or 14 Argueta are doing a good job of screening that back line and keeping the pressure off the two center backs.
Castillo that was whistled on the takedown. Thrown in by Noonan. Across midfield. Forbes trying to control the three defenders there. Maxi Rodriguez, as you mentioned earlier, into the starting lineup, taking the spot of Michael Reed, the captain, out rest. The decision from the coaching staff. Just a little too much, Noonan trailing. And for the Switchbacks.
Maxi's had a really good preseason. He's looked real good in training. He looks strong and fast. It's exciting to see a San Antonio product out here playing in front of friends and family.
Pekka with the takedown of Chris James. Rodriguez signing his first professional contract with the club on February 22nd. It all started from an impressive preseason camp. 2016, he was with UNC Charlotte collegiately, just 21 years old. Saw 27 minutes as a sub against Rio Grande Valley and 12 minutes in the last match against LA Galaxy 2. Keep up the defensive pressure. All forward to Elizondo, who's on sides. Slew of defenders there to meet him. Cashier fighting for it. To the right side, deflected. All out of bounds. After that initial onslaught from San Antonio, a couple corners and opportunities, Switchbacks have really responded well, especially considering the goal. But defensively and moving forward, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I think they've settled into the game really well, and that's what a goal will do for you in a team. It gives you confidence, especially talking about this team that was struggling to put the ball in the back of the net. So they got an early goal against a team that's very organized and been doing very well, and it's gonna grow their confidence as this game goes along.
Coach Tritchu. Watch his team play the corner. Thought he maybe had one off the bounce. Does it go his way?
A little unlucky there. That was close to going Billy's way, and that's what you're looking for, breaking out of a defensive corner kick. A nice counterattack into Billy. Would have been real good.
Put a tear pack out of bounds. Jackson coming out. Pressure kept up by Elizondo. Another corner.
I'll tell you, that's why Elizondo is so invaluable. He does so much work. He's got a great motor up there, and he just can, always pestering the backs and the goalkeeper, and he's going to create a lot of those little opportunities over the course of a 90-minute match.
Just to the far post, Jackson there to punch it out. Forbes collects. Beautiful touch passing, but that sails wide and out of bounds. Chris Tierpak, 25-year-old midfielder, 74 minutes of action on the year thus far, was with the Swope Park Rangers, champions of the Western Conference last year. Played 28 matches, started in 21 of those. So his first start for SAFC in the match against LA Galaxy 2.
There's Elizondo again, mixing it up and drawing another foul. He's just got to be a headache for the other team to deal with all the time. He's never going to quit running.
Endless energy.
Yeah, challenges everything. Love it. Love to see that from a number 9.
Back to Colorado Springs.
And again, the quality of service, I think, just needs to get a little bit better. It's tough to deal with that ball there, and San Antonio's missed just a couple little free kicks here that they could do a little bit better with.
Ball ricocheted off the head of Castillo, hence the throw in for the Switchbacks. Ball will stay that way. Well, fans, just a reminder, stay up to date on the latest USL news and information around the league. USL Coast to Coast. Mike Watts, Mondays, 9 Eastern, Sirius XM FC Channel 85. They'll also air the game of the week. You can check all that out, uslsoccer.com, for the dates and times. San Antonio tied atop the Western Conference standings with 3 other teams, 6 points, by virtue of their 2 match wins thus far this season. Teams seeking their first playoff berth. Finished 10th in the West last year. Tierpak fighting through, goes to the ground, no whistle. Elizondo staying right near Jackson, finally boots it out. Ball back to SAFC. Up to Forbes. Quickly met, but gets by the defense. No chance coming.
Yeah, Billy's got his hands full out there. They just keep coming out double and tripling down. He did good to get around the first pair, and then the big center back comes through and gives him a corner kick. Billy's definitely got his hands full.
And rightfully so, was named to the USL Team of the Week for week number 2. Another corner for SAFC. It's the highest one that we have seen. More of what we've been talking about from Elizondo, hustling to that ball. Just always around the ball.
Yeah, just
complete coverage.
He's going coast to coast tonight. He's putting the work in.
Just over the 30-minute mark. First goal of the match came from Aaron King, defensive breakdown that started with a beautiful head ball for the Switchbacks. First goal conceded on the year. And the hustle to get that one. Becca keeps it off the boot of the Switchbacks. Back to Cardoni. The reset. Trickles through. Going 3-on-3 forwards. Just a touch too far out front.
Well done, Jordan.
Cochran plays it in. And looks like Maxey slips it out there to Billy, which is actually a really nice ball. And just came off Billy's foot a little bit heavy.
Another corner for San Antonio. Shots, 6 corners for SAFC. Pressure came early on, but the Switchbacks responded, scoring their second goal of the season.
See a replay of that, but that's Rodriguez breaking up the play right there and caught him a little bit. Good call from the referee.
Free kick to the Switchbacks. Off the head of Cashier. Cardoni will send the ball out. Soccer fans, Nike, an official sponsor of the USL. More information, visit NikeSoccer.com. Cardoni just across midfield. Whistle blows as King and Yaga that had hit the ground. Quick exchange of pleasantries. Up and back at it.
Yeah, that's the kind of ball we just. San Antonio's got to start playing a little bit better soccer there. We just can't, you can't just ping balls up and without trying to play through the lines. So I'd like to see the center backs try to split some lines of defense, and should be looking into those center midfielders to try to play a little bit more.
You mentioned that earlier, trying to play a little bit more through the middle rather than just send these long balls in, something that we've seen in the course of the first half. Chance in the attacking third for the Switchbacks. Defense is there. Tapped out of bounds. That's one way to get it out.
Yeah, good job from Peck. A little bicycle kick to clear that out in a difficult situation.
27-year-old from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Played for Rayo OKC last season, so a new addition to San Antonio roster this year. Fort Lauderdale Strikers, when they lost to the Scorpions back in the 2014 USL title. You know, and when we spoke with Coach Powell earlier in the week, he said in spite of the results, still very much a work in progress, trying to put these things together step by step. Good left-footed opportunity for the Switchbacks. Cardoni, as he's done multiple times this season, there to make the save.
Yeah, good solid hands from Cardoni there.
Counter now Forbes. Into the middle. Get the ball back. Turned over. Mentioned at the top of the show, over half of the roster new faces for the Switchbacks. Trichu had said that he wanted to see his squad bring up the intensity in practice over the course of this week, heading into two big matches on the road. You mentioned the long miles traveled. Two pivotal ones for a team that's been back-to-back playoffs out of the Western Conference. Into the middle. It's clear for a moment. Loved by Cardoni.
Well, I think they have brought the intensity up, and they've looked good in this 45-minute stretch, Tyler.
Love's now on the right side. Three defenders there. Played through to the middle. Opportunity. Cuts it back, but couldn't find enough turf to get a boot on it. Was Elizondo.
Going coast to coast here now.
Counter from the Switchbacks. Far post, Cardoni dives, but well out of bounds. Good action over the last minute or so.
Yeah, really good. I'm trying to figure out why Castillo wanted to pull that ball back. I'd really like to see him. I think we're going to see a replay here. Billy plays him right into the box, right where he wants to be, and he's on his left foot. Would love to see him hit that shot. And he puts the ball back on his right foot. So, if he could have that one back, I'm sure he'd try to, put that thing right on target with his left foot. Great ball from Billy in.
Moving forward. black jerseys in defense as that ball does get through just high over the crossbar.
San Antonio, you know, making a smart move, moving Billy out to the right. He's had some struggles out on the left flank tonight. They're doubling and even tripling down on him. So smart move from the coaching staff. Let's see how he does out on the right flank and invert him a bit. See if that can change things.
Already led to one great opportunity. Castillo across the 40-minute mark in the opening half. Opening goal came from King at 12.5 minutes. Back to Forbes, far cross. Ball does drop down to the ground and booted well out into the parking lot.
Another good sequence. That's the most time Billy's had on the ball in the whole half, and look what he does is, you know, with it. He ends up clipping a really nice ball into the back stick. Elizondo heads it, almost heads his own header, and then Tierpak on the back stick just blazes it up a little bit high. But good sequence from SAFC.
So maybe some of those early results, moving Forbes out to the right side, we had mentioned. A couple opportunities trying to send this game into half. Potentially a tie. Throw in for SAFC, back to Cardoni.
See, Colorado Springs is sitting in a little bit. They're not pressing on the center backs. They got a medium line of pressure here, a little bit lower line of pressure. And it looks like they're going to try to hold this 1-0 lead going into the halftime.
Don't forget to follow the team on social media for the latest news and updates. Forbes. Yet again from that right side. On Twitter, it's at San Antonio FC, Facebook San Antonio FC, or on Instagram the same as well. All the news and updates. To the far left side, give and go. The back line.
Switchbacks are going to take their time here. No rush to get this ball into play. And they're going to push everybody up into the space. And clip it out.
Jackson does so. Just across the midfield line. Tierpak there with the head. Congestion defensively. Switchbacks trying to not let anything through. Forbes trying to beat his man. Ball pushed out of bounds by Josh Phillips. FC looking for an opportunity before we hit the half. Forbes, as he has done all night, acquiring a trio of defenders. 2 minutes added.
San Antonio's got some numbers forward. They got pressing with 4 up on that back line. Good ball from Cochran there. I thought he did well with that ball. Again, Elizondo on the end of it.
Here's our first card of the match.
Yeah, he came in, looks like Maxi Rodriguez on the ground. He came in with some studs up and got into him pretty good. Well-deserved cards. Suggs, yeah.
He came in.
Yeah, that's a cardable offense. You can see how he brought his studs right into Maxi there.
5th yellow on the year for the Switchbacks. Rodriguez up and back into the action.
Near Rafa's going to be looking for something in the box and a drop down and put this ball in the mixer and see what we can do with it.
Switchbacks get one final look. Ball is cleared, and that will be the whistle for the first half. So the difference in this one thus far, a goal from Aaron King and the Switchbacks.
That's right. San Antonio is looking at an uphill second half. They're going to have to find a way to get in that locker room and figure some things out with the coaching staff here real quick.
But we will come back. We'll take you around the USL for the weekly update and break down the first half. Colorado Springs leading 1-0 over San Antonio FC.
They start so small, but bring big life changes. They are now your entire world. And that's why buying a home, protecting your assets, and setting up your family's future requires the right planning and expertise. Your cargo is precious, and your journey is just beginning. It's your story, and we can help. SWBC.
Look for the silver door, Timmy.
All right, here we go.
Timmy!
What is this place?
Welcome to the Spurs Retirement Club.
This is nice.
Here we have all-you-can-eat H-E-B Prime 1 steaks.
Awesome. And here's your monogram steak, sir. Cooked to perfection.
Plus an unlimited supply of Creamy Creations ice cream. You get it?
Yeah, I get it.
H-E-B Prime 1, just like they serve in the finest restaurants.
Gotta crank this party up a notch.
What if miracles were the norm, not the exception? What if the biggest discoveries were focused on the smallest? What if we made life not so fragile? 15 years ago, we built a hospital dedicated to children. We knew by always asking, what if, we could discover what's next. It's why more parents have trusted Methodist with their children's care for 50 years. Methodist Healthcare.
So I'm cruising here in my new Camry. You know, just following the nav's predictive traffic. That's when I saw smoke coming from the pet store. I called 911 on the Bluetooth and began the rescue. The owner gave me this as a reward. His name is Senor Bandito.
Wait, you got a new Camry?
The 2017 Camry with sporty looks and the latest tech. It'll surprise a few people. Toyota, let's go places.
We've raised the stakes. Expectations are high. Our biggest season yet will break records with elite players and future stars, innovative technology, and new homes. We're growing the game in our communities and across the nation. Are you ready?
As we go into Week 3 play, let's take a look back at Week 2 of the USL season. Set up by Notzel Selbel, Carlton Belmar notched his second goal in as many games to secure the 1-0 win for Swope Park Rangers against his former team, Portland Timbers 2. Louisville City converted on 3 of their 8 shots on target to take the win over Orlando City B 3-1, with Orlando's only goal coming off an own goal before half. Louisville came out strong in the second half and were able to put the game away with goals from George Davis IV and Luke Spencer. The Rochester Rhinos jumped out to a 2-goal lead, but in extra time before half, Bethlehem Steel cut the lead to 1 thanks to a Charlie Davies PK. Coming in off the bench, Johan Graf was able to seal the 3-2 win in the final 2 minutes for Rochester. New York Red Bulls 2 played strong defense, shutting out the Richmond Kickers 1-0 in their inaugural game at MSU Soccer Park. Zico Lewis found the back of the net in the 69th minute for the Red Bulls. Andrew Wiedemann and GB led FC Cincinnati to the 1-0 win in Pittsburgh, as GB notched his second goal in as many games. The Riverhounds played most of the game with 10 men after Gale Agbasumade received his second yellow of the game in the 42nd minute. Phoenix Rising struggled to combine in the attacking half as the Real Monarchs took the 2-0 win at home, winning their second game in a row as Phoenix fell to 0-2 to start the season. 0-0 at half, the Charlotte Independents controlled 62% of the game's possession, but the Charleston Battery put 2 away within 7 minutes to top Charlotte 2-0 in the Southern Derby. 2 home games, 2 wins for the Tampa Bay Rowdies to open their USL slate. Michael Nanchoff led the team with 2 assists as he set up Damian Lowe and Georgie Ristoff early in the first half for the first 2 goals of the game, as the Rowdies handled Toronto FC 4-0. Oklahoma City Energy FC took to the road for the second week in a row as they faced off with the Colorado Springs Switchbacks in snowy conditions. The game ended in a 1-1 draw with first-half goals for both sides as neither team was able to find the difference maker in the second half. Tulsa earned their second win of the season and handed RGV their second loss as Joey Calistri found the back of the net for Tulsa in the 31st minute. A sellout crowd of 5,566 watched St. Louis earn their first win of the season, a 3-2 victory over Ottawa Fury FC, thanks to an own goal deflection in the 88th minute. Billy Forbes led his team for the second week in a row, this week a goal and an assist in a 3-0 win over LA Galaxy 2. Rafael Castillo notched a goal for himself off Forbes' assist as San Antonio starts their 2017 season 2-0. Brennan Griffiths will be the name remembered for Reno 1868's first goal in the history of the club, but neither Reno nor Vancouver Whitecaps 2 could completely pull away as the game ended in a 1-1 draw. Wilson Nishan Sammy Ochoa led the charge as Sacramento Republic FC delighted a sellout crowd of 11,569 fans to a 4-0 win over Orange County FC. Nishan finished the game with 1 goal and 1 assist, combining with Ochoa, who finished with 2 goals. And that's your look around the league. For USL Network, I'm Morgan Conklin.
When it needs to be ultra exciting, high-flying, non-stop action, San Antonio FC Soccer's got you covered. When it needs to be high-performing, hard-working, high-tech, super safe, built for comfort, and surprisingly affordable, Holt Cat has got you covered. With best-in-class cat-heavy equipment, engines, generators, and more, plus legendary service and support, and the largest parts inventory and distribution network in Texas. Kick it into high gear with Holt Cat.
Every mile is a possibility.
chance for victory and financial success. Every mile is an opportunity to get closer or much, much farther away. Every mile counts, and high-quality gasolines from Valero clean and keep your engine working its best through all of them. Valero.
I'm not the type to say any of this mushy garbage.
You know what? I'm going for it.
You are completely and utterly
Awesome.
I'm glad you showed up.
In my life.
I think I'm about to cry. You better not.
Every single time I
Get down!
you always have
Back. My back.
It's really hard to describe. It's like all these tiny little things.
Yes, yes, things.
Are actually friendship.
Little ideas can turn into big dreams. Big dreams require careful planning and the right partner. A partner dedicated to helping you take care of your employees, protect your business, and plan for the future. It's sometimes overwhelming. It's often exciting. It's your story, and we can help. SWBC.
What if miracles were the norm, not the exception? What if the biggest discoveries were focused on the smallest? What if we made life not so fragile? 15 years ago, we built a hospital dedicated to children. We knew by always asking, what if, we could discover what's next. It's why more parents have trusted Methodist with their children's care for 50 years. Methodist Healthcare.
It seems as if hair is a part of a player's kit in the game of soccer. So I caught up with a couple of guys to hear their thoughts on the luscious locks of San Antonio FC.
So I started off wanting to do the Odell Beckham kind of hair, and then I was just decided it took too long, so then I just cut it like this, and then I'm just gonna keep it, and then I'm just gonna keep it the way it is, and then just keep letting it grow, and then hopefully eventually do something else with it.
Now I use a little bit of gel, and if it's at night, I use like a kind of a wax that is like a dry effect. It's better, but for the game, I like it to look wet, so I use gel. Yeah.
I don't have a hair routine. I roll out of bed, and if it looks okay, we roll with it.
Look good, feel good, play good. I am a definite advocate for that.
Me, of course, I think.
I think it actually might be me or AJ, because we have the similar kind of haircuts.
Definitely Seva, yeah.
I have a friend that had a mullet one time, and he looked really, really good in it, so I decided to copy him.
Matt's hair. I think it's interesting, but I like it though. I like it because it's different. He has a little mullet thing going on with a big beard. No, it looks cool. I like it.
Oh, that little tail right here, I don't know. I love the beard, but I don't know about that.
I'm definitely a big fan of the mullet. Everybody does the beard. It's a big fad, so the mullet I think is definitely the key to it.
You know, look good, feel good, right?
So I'm cruising here in my new Camry. You know, just following the nav's predictive traffic. That's when I saw smoke coming from the pet store. I called 911 on the Bluetooth and began the rescue. The owner gave me this as a reward. His name is Senor Bandito.
Wait, you got a new Camry?
The 2017 Camry with sporty looks and the latest tech. It'll surprise a few people. Toyota, let's go places.
When did we get a farmer's market?
It's just a fun way to show off fruits and veggies from our home countries.
Like delicious tailored golden pears from Spain.
Or beautiful corn from Hondo, Texas. I have California plum cots. They breed plums with apricots.
Only in California, am I right? What's that?
Gâteau Napoléon avec des fraises de Poty.
Excuse me?
Oh, that's petite strawberry shortcake.
That's not what I said?
H-E-B, fresh produce from Texas and around the world.
When it needs to be ultra exciting, high flying, non-stop action. San Antonio FC Soccer's got you covered. When it needs to be high-performing, hard-working, high-tech, super safe, built for comfort, and surprisingly affordable, Holt Cat has got you covered. With best-in-class cat-heavy equipment, engines, generators, and more, plus legendary service and support, and the largest parts inventory and distribution network in Texas. Kick it into high gear with Holt Cat.
Every mile is a possibility, a chance for victory, and financial success. Every mile is an opportunity to get closer, or much, much farther away. Every mile counts, and high-quality gasolines from Valero clean and keep your engine working its best through all of them. Valero.
Welcome back to San Antonio, Texas Toyota Field. Colorado Springs with the 1-0 advantage over San Antonio FC here at halftime. Thanks for staying with us. Tyler Denning, St. Mary's head coach Matt Barnes, and very surprising, San Antonio FC conceding their first goal of the year. Your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I was impressed with Colorado Springs coming out and jumping on San Antonio right away. They did a good job putting a goal away. You know, it's a team we keep talking about having trouble scoring. San Antonio's side, I think they need to do a better job keeping possession through the middle of the park, or it would look a little bit just disjointed to me. And when you're playing against a team with a double pivot, that's two guys sitting on top of the back line screening them, you know, I'd really like to see them move the ball inside and then go to the outside. So a little bit of an inside-out pattern and move those guys around a little bit better. And look, San Antonio's made a living off finishing in the box. High percentage, 8 shots on goal this year, and 4 of those have equaled goals. So they just need to be a little bit more clinical in the box when they get their opportunities.
Saw one adjustment in the first half, Forbes moving from the left to the right side. What other adjustments do you expect to see in the second half?
Well, I'm sure they're talking about the midfield. You'd like to see Pekka getting the ball and working it through Rafa a little bit more. You've seen a lot in that half where, you know, Pekka will drop down on the back line and pick the ball up deep, and then no options through the center of the park. And we're just looking to clip it long at times. So I'd really think they're going to sit in and try to connect more passes. I'm guessing they're going to keep Billy on the right because of the success they had over there. But again, they need to get the ball in the red zone, inside the box, and they need to put one in the back of the net and make this game real interesting.
So the Switchbacks putting one in the back of the net in the first half. Let's take a look at how we got there. It came in the 12th minute. It was Aaron King, and it was a beautiful header from Taeson Kim to set it up.
Yeah, great ball from Kim, and McCarthy just missed the tackle there. He's got to be on his toes and aware of that. He felt like he could have put a foot on that. King did a great job slotting it in there.
So the 10-year pro for the Switchbacks, that is just their second goal on the season, but some good opportunities for San Antonio in that first half.
Yeah, Rafa had a good opportunity there, and looking at it from there, he has it on his right foot in the box and cuts it back to his left. And again, Cochran puts a beautiful ball into Elizondo here in the box. So they're getting some opportunities to score. Just feel like we need to do a little bit better job inside that red zone and putting the ball in the back of the net.
Cardoni with the save there, and another opportunity for the Switchbacks. Cardoni saving that. 8 shots on the opening half for San Antonio FC. 2 of those coming on target, and 6 corners for San Antonio as well. Any adjustment you want to see on the corners from SAFC?
I just think service needs to be a little bit better, Tyler. They need to get the ball into the big men and see if they can either put something on frame or knock those down.
So 1-0 is where we stand. San Antonio 2-0 on the season. Trying to keep that record unblemished in front of the home fans. Enjoying a beautiful Friday night here in Central Texas. Temps in the 70 degrees. Wasn't a cloud in the sky when we got started. It's turned out to be beautiful soccer weather. Very early on in this 2017 USL season. These two teams last year split the season series. San Antonio winning at home and then losing on the road. And the loss was 1-0. The win 2-1 for SAFC.
Tyler, I think this is a very winnable match for SAFC. Just think they need to go a little bit sharper in the second half. Move the ball a little bit more clinically through the middle of the field. Split up that double pivot that's sitting on top of that back line. And like I said, be real clinical inside the box because the opportunities will be there.
When we saw him get out to that blistering start, it was a good opportunity for the Switchbacks right off the initial start of the game, but then San Antonio controlling that first 10 or so minutes prior to the goal being scored, and you had mentioned it in the first half. This is a team in the Switchbacks trying to find that confidence, and that goal gave them that.
Right, and look, this has been you know, it's been a good side over the last couple years. They're, you know, Coach Tritchie is going to have them humming at some point.
So we are underway in the second half here in San Antonio. Ibiaga dribbling through the defense. Brother Christian actually at one point did play for the Switchbacks. Left side from Forbes, crossed in and sent out of bounds.
It's a good start for Ibiaga. If you can't penetrate with a pass, you can do it on the dribble. He made a good decision to get in there and then laid the ball off to Billy, and obviously San Antonio gets something out of that.
Ibiaga was member of the Team of the Week across the USL in week number 1, is signing back in February. This is first year with SAFC. Last year was with Rio Grande Valley, OKC as well.
Good ball there from Rafa, and Abusi heads it out.
Eighth corner of the match coming for San Antonio. Switchbacks there. Rodriguez trying to find Ibiaga.
It's not a bad thought from Maxi. I like the idea there because he looked up and realized that you know, he had his center back on the back post and just barely missed him on that ball. Clipped it over the back line.
From the smile and the thumbs up, it looked like Ibiaga agreed.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Jackson will play it out, the keeper for the Switchbacks. Any adjustments you see for Colorado Springs? Just keep doing the same.
I think they're having some success. I don't know if I was in that locker room if I'd change a whole lot.
Ibiaga to Cochran, back to Cochran. Elizondo.
See right there, sorry. See right there, a great sequence of passing, which we didn't see a whole lot of in the first half. Very static in the passes and the ball movement. So it's nice to see that start from Cochran on the left side.
McCarthy that went to the ground. Elizondo was in the middle calling for the ball, but back to the Switchbacks. Something to your point you were talking about in the first half, looking for SAFC to link passes together. Part of the message at halftime from Coach Powell and the coaching staff, SAFC. Cochran. Quick touch to Forbes. Forbes by one defender. Two more there to meet him. Cross stays in bounds. Switchbacks in possession.
First couple minutes looking much better, moving the ball, and you can see they drop Pekka, and you're gonna, if you have your choice, you'd rather have Pekka delivering balls out of the back than your two center backs. So they may have spoken about that at halftime, because Pekka dropped right back in between those center backs, picked up the ball, and started delivering and splitting lines there right away.
Ninth corner of the match to come. SAFC. Then Noonan will take it. Yep, off the head. It was Ibiaga trying to find that tall 6'2" frame.
I think again, Ibiaga showing why he was on the team of the week. He's doing it on both ends, and he wants the ball in the box, and that's what you want to see from your big man in a set piece situation. He wants the ball, and if they can get it to him, I have no doubt he'll do something positive with it tonight.
Ball back to Pekka. Castillo goes down.
You see on the replay, definitely a good call from the referee.
Free kick just outside of the box for San Antonio.
Phillips, the center back, came across and chopped him pretty good.
Your shoes untied. Jackson, watch out. Hey, corner, Jackson, scoot over, scoot. There you go. Let him mark. It's going corner.
SAFC trying to get set. Crossed in. Knocked down by Jackson.
I really like that ball from Rafa right there. That's the kind of ball you want whipped in. Unfortunately, San Antonio didn't have anybody at the near post, but that was a nice ball clipped into the near post.
Dan Jackson, goalkeeper for Switchbacks, lived up to his nickname of Stonewall thus far. Shane Malcolm. Forward from Lauderdale, Florida originally. He's playing it forward. Elizondo chasing Jackson there. Rolled out to the captain, Argueta. Back to SAFC. Forbes trying to find room between the two defenders. Take a look at the whistle, what led to the whistle. Now the free kick for San Antonio.
A foul on the captain Argueta there. Got into Billy. I think he probably saw an opportunity to get into him a little bit, and he did.
Castillo. He's off, sent in by Noonan. Trickles through. Trying yet again to find Ibiaga.
Absolutely, and it's another good ball. So they may have, just gotten into these guys and said, what we were saying in the first half. The service has just got to be better, a little bit crisper, and it's already shown to be true in the second half. We've already seen a couple good balls whipped into the box, dangerous balls, and I'm telling you, the big man's going to get on the end of them if he gets enough service.
Really trying to involve the 6'2", 25-year-old defender, Sebastian Ibiaga. Product of the Lone Star State is Ibiaga. Grew up in Missouri City, Texas, in the Houston area. Played his college ball at Duke. SAFC has come out very good energy here in the second half. We've seen some opportunities. Possessed the ball the majority of the second half. Approach 10 minutes completed.
Another difference in this half is you can tell they're pressing higher up on the field and trying to win the ball a little bit higher as well, and having some very good success with that.
Castillo not thrilled with that whistle. Quickly back to SAFC. All the way back to Abiaga. Around to Forbes, a teammate there. There's James calling for it. Led by Cochran.
Smart play from Pekka there. Just turned and played it right off of Malcolm.
No win for San Antonio. Elizondo running into Coach Tritchu. No stranger to contact from his playing days. Mentioned a great story for Coach Tritchu and his experience in Europe.
That's right, 1990 playing for Bora in Italy, representing the United States. And I tell my college players all the time, you always play hard, no matter,
Through ball. It was a beautiful ball sent through by Jordan Burt.
Telling your players always play hard, and that's a good example. Coach Tritchu played for the United States in a 5-1 loss, and ended up getting signed from a team in Czechoslovakia, Sparta Prague, and they watched him in that game in a 5-1 loss and thought he had something special, and ended up really being the first American player to get some Champions League play over in Europe. So he's really one of the trailblazers of U.S. soccer.
See McCarthy taken down. That in the '90 World Cup, the loss that you mentioned.
Yeah, the U.S. lost all 3 games, but Coach Tritchu did. He played in the Olympics and represented our country. A lot of respect for that man on the sidelines down there.
That ball out of bounds to Jackson. Well, stay up to date. Latest USL news and information. Coast to Coast with Mike Watts. Mondays, 9 p.m. Eastern, Sirius XM FC, which is channel 85. Check out USLsoccer.com for dates and times. Sirius XM also airing the USL Game of the Week. So stay up on all the United Soccer League action. This is a pivotal matchup in the Western Conference, especially for San Antonio. Playoff aspirations. Colorado Springs has been there the last 2 years. They lost in the first round last year, 2-1 to Vancouver. Got a lot of optimism around this San Antonio ball club, the pieces that have been compiled.
Yeah, as there should be. They have, a fantastic staff and general manager and Tim Holt, the facilities here, the city's behind them, everything's in place.
Cross through. Jackson, great job to fight through the traffic. Grab the ball, and you had mentioned optimism. May get to see one of those bright young pieces. Saw conferring with the coaching staff, Devin Vega on the sideline. Looks like he's throwing on the jersey. We'll see if there are any coming substitutions for SAFC. That to McCarthy. Forbes fighting to get there.
A little more space for Billy in this half out on the left, but just a little trouble finding him there. looks like Vega is going to enter the game here shortly. I'll tell you, this kid really excites me. He's a special little player, local product.
Just 18 years old.
Big future for that young man. Excited to watch him play.
Throw in from Cochran to Ibiaga. Here comes the substitution. So Devin Vega, his first action as a member of San Antonio FC, coming on to take the spot of Maxi Rodriguez. And you had mentioned the optimism and Vega being a very exciting young prospect. What is it, excuse me, about Vega that has everybody around this ball club so intrigued?
He's just gifted. Watch him on the ball. He, you know, he makes things look easy. Had a chance to watch him in a couple preseason matches and had a goal and assist. And he's very dynamic on the ball. He sees some things that other players can't see. And I think San Antonio's in for a real treat as this kid develops over the next couple years.
Get out of there, get out of there.
It's Castillo and Elizondo pestering, but the throw in for the Switchbacks. Pekka was the one that fell to the ground, was tangled up, but the whistle going in favor of the home team.
James wasn't too happy with that call at all, was he? But I think it's a good call from the referee. He was backing into him, wasn't allowing Pekka to, you know, make an attempt at the ball. It's a good call from the referee.
Would have made any basketball coach proud for a box out.
That's right.
Castillo will take. It's out far to Ibiaga. That has been the idea in the second half. Find number 3. Intercepted by SAFC. It was Pekka that gave to Cochran and then Forbes. Going in for San Antonio.
Yeah, that's a tough header. McCarthy took it right in the back of the head from Abusi there, and that hurts. Not sure what the referees are talking about over there. The sideline official may have seen something. And that's exactly what they're going to do. McCarthy took a real stiff header in the back of the head there, so I think they're going to have the training staff look at him, make sure that he's okay.
Take a look again at what happened.
Boosie got into him right in the back of the head. In this day and age, it's smart.
Check the back head of Stephen McCarthy. McCarthy tried to sneak back onto the pitch. Let back on now. Pekka. Back to Pekka. go to create space, cross through. Looking for Elizondo. Here's Vega. Now Cochran. Trying to find Vega, who shot through, but Jackson there to collect.
Again, San Antonio's finding Peck on the ball. And he's the engine that's making things happen right now. So I hope they keep going to him. And I hope he keeps distributing like he can. Because he really makes a difference when he's out there buzzing around and finding the ball.
Chris James it hit the deck. Yellow card is up from Pedro Trejo Jr.
Going back to that last stoppage in play, some of the fans aren't happy that McCarthy was asked to leave the field. But I'll tell you what, Tyler, in this day and age with the concussion protocol, I think it's smart. You're just, you know, double checking that the guy's okay, and I'm okay with that.
Absolutely. Substitution for the Switchbacks. King will come off. Kayvon Frater will come on. Aaron King does have the lone goal in the game in the 12th minute. The assist from Taesong Kim. Second goal scored on the season for this Switchback squad. Scored their first in their last match. They were awarded a 3-0 victory over the Tulsa Roughnecks. This was after a player was declared ineligible for the Roughnecks. It was 4-1 after the game was contested, but then the league reviewed it and they awarded the 3-0 victory to the Switchbacks. One win, one draw on the year. That bumped them up into 5th in the Western Conference. So pivotal decision by the league.
Nice job from Cardoni. He came out strong, boxed that ball out. I thought he did really well with that entry pass into the box.
SAFC moving forward. A couple of Switchbacks defenders get tangled. McCarthy wins. Big collision. It was McCarthy and Ronnie Argueta, the captain for the Switchbacks, that collided. Fans don't like the call.
Have to see a replay on this. I thought Argueta got into him. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably the right call there. You can see McCarthy came in and did lift his foot up into Argueta. So after seeing the replay, I do think that's a correct call from the referee, and those hurt. Argueta's going to feel that one tomorrow.
Second yellow card of the second half received by San Antonio FC.
Talking about King that just exited the game. I thought he had a real good 68 minutes tonight. Did a lot of work defensively trying to keep SAFC in one half or the other, and showed a lot of composure on that goal. Good minutes from the big man up top.
Argueta up. Eight career goals now for Aaron King in the Switchbacks uniform. He's been with that squad since 2015. Back in play. After the card to McCarty. Things getting physical here in the second half.
Yeah, they are. It's getting a little bit chippy, and might be what this game needs.
Cochran very animated after the play down in the corner. Be a corner kick for the Switchbacks. Just their second of the match. San Antonio set defensively, ball in. Headed, beautiful save, diving to the right, Cardoni. There's a great chance for Colorado Springs, but the keeper there to make the save.
Yeah, solid hands from Cardoni there. And really, SAFC is lucky that Malcolm didn't get a little touch on that. It would have been 2-0 if he gets a little deflection on that.
Well, fans, Nike, an official sponsor of the USL, for more information, NikeSoccer.com. Across the 70th minute. Chippy second half, seeing possession controlled for the majority by San Antonio FC, but a great scoring opportunity just thwarted by Cardoni.
And a few more shenanigans out there. So Frater trying to interfere with the free kick there and pick the ball up. The referee didn't like what he saw and issued him a yellow card.
Frater just on for King. Played in the Red Stripe Premier League last year for Harbor View down in Kingston, Jamaica. Then went on loan to the Monarchs. At 19 appearances. Long ball sent in. Trickles out. Forbes will send it through. Headed out.
Good ball delivered there from Billy. Got a lot of white shirts inside that 6 there. It'd be tough to put something on frame in that crowd.
Another substitution. Forbes will sit down. Sean Chin, 27-year-old from Miami, Florida. Second game he has played in this season. On for SAFC. Substitution for the Switchbacks. Casher will come off. Luke Vercaloni will enter.
Nice to see Chin coming off the bench. He's got some really good NASL experience, and he's somebody that can come in and impact this game with plenty of time left to get a point out of this.
Elizondo taken down. Kick awarded to SAFC. Chin playing in 17 matches, starting 9 of those last year as part of SAFC. Missed 2.5 months due to a leg injury that occurred versus the Dynamo in the US Open Cup. 26 minutes of action against Galaxy 2 in the last match played for SAFC. Well, fans, stay up to date the latest USL news and information. Tune in to USL Coast to Coast with Mike Watts, Mondays, 9 p.m. Eastern, Sirius XM Channel 85. Don't forget, that channel will also air the USL Game of the Week. Check out uslsoccer.com for dates and times.
Pretty clear foul on McCarthy there. I'd like to see him come up there and time that a little bit better.
Tyler Denning, Matt Barnes bringing you the action from Toyota Field. Beautiful evening, second home match on the year for San Antonio. Perfect 2-0 record. It yet to concede a goal heading into this match. It was Aaron King that found the net in the 12th minute. Switchbacks fifth in the Western Conference. San Antonio was sixth, tied atop the standings, one of 4 teams.
Much better for McCarthy there. Won that first ball in the air and then blocked a shot there. Cleared that out. And I like this. They're dropping Rafa back in, working off of Pekka, and getting Pekka on the ball a little bit more.
Pekka to Ibiaga. Up the flank to Cochran. Cochran will swing it in. Repossessed by SAFC. Ibiaga over to McCarthy, back to Ibiaga.
Great job from Pekka there.
Here's Vega, the exciting youngster. Puts one on the ground and out of bounds.
Go Devin, you see him look up, really take a little bit of space and just hit that ball.
Was with the FC Dallas Academy since 2015, scored 14 goals in 39 appearances. Won a U17-18 title back in 2016. This is his first professional contract. A name that you expect the fans to quickly get familiar with over the course of this season. Frater and Ibiaga. Frater not pleased. Long ball sent all the way across. And there's your equalizer.
What an absolute stunner from Tierpak. That's why he continues to play at this level. Unbelievable goal.
It was much of what we have seen throughout this whole match. San Antonio playing the long balls that goes all the way across. Tierpak able to capitalize. And we have ourselves a tie ball game.
It's a fantastic ball from Chin that comes across, and you can see Tierpak just, yeah, he just ropes it with his left foot. What a goal. And I got to tell you, that whole sequence starts with Pekka losing the ball in the midfield and winning it right back. And he gets the ball out, and Chin puts it in a dangerous spot. Tierpak with the goal. And I really think you're going to see this game open up now.
So we have ourselves a brand new ball game as we approach the 80th minute. Tierpak registering his first goal of the season, and a huge one in this one.
Yeah, what a goal. Gonna be showing the kids that someday, Tierpak. Another set piece outside the 18 with James on it. He seemed to be on just about every dead ball tonight and in the middle of everything. Experienced player, plays for New Zealand's national team. But he's been in the mix all over the field tonight.
Sean Chen receiving the assist on the goal for Tierpak. The substitution, second of the match for SAFC. Pays dividends as we have a 1-1 ball game. The kick coming. Cardoni there makes it look easy.
Sure does. Cardoni looks like he's got super glue on his gloves tonight. That ball's just sticking to his hands.
It even sounded like it.
Yeah, he's just sticking things. It's been sharp.
Read it perfectly. Seen that multiple times. Have been two good opportunities for Colorado Springs in the second half. One coming off the corner, but Cardoni in there to collect.
You can see there the closing speed that Chin has. He's got a real engine and very, very quick player.
Ball to Cochran. Elizondo. Back to Cochran. Send the cross. It's Castillo. Always seems to find a way to get loose or...
He's a nightmare for defenders to play against. You just know every time that ball's anywhere close to him, he's coming for it. Looks like another substitution here. And for me, this is what you want to see. San Antonio's playing to win here, and that substitution just proves it. So they're taking a center back out and putting a striker on up top.
Third yellow card that we've seen in the second half. It was Ali Alberto Hassan that checks in for SAFC. First action he has seen of the year. Let's take a look at where the card came from. I believe they got Noonan. He just ticked him on the back of the foot.
Yep, just clipped him. But back to what I was saying, this is something you really like to see in the game. And I like seeing, you know, Coach Powell and Andy and the staff make a decision that, like, hey, we want to go out and win this thing. You know, it's exciting for me, and I like what I'm seeing from San Antonio.
See, three substitutions now. Vega, Chin, and Hassan come on in this second half for SAFC. Cross through, push down in the box, no call, play on. There is a whistle there.
Yeah, it's a bit of a dive. Bit of a dive for me.
And another yellow card. Has been a hotly contested second half between these two teams. Maybe earlier on in the season, but these two teams definitely recognizing the importance of this one. Josh Phillips, the recipient of the yellow card.
like seeing Vercoloni drop that easy in the box either.
Well, fans, visit NikeSoccer.com. More information, all your USL needs, an official sponsor of the USL. NikeSoccer.com. Figured that goal would open things up. I've seen some more action going forward from the Switchbacks.
Yeah, I figured it would open the game up, so we're in for an interesting last 5 to 7 minutes, I'm guessing.
We hit the 85th minute mark. And then this one, played across to Vega. Tapped forward by Shane Malcolm, but back to Cardone.
So again, Chin's looking to switch that play. That's how they got the goal. He's, you know, they're playing out on Chin's side, trying to pull that double pivot or those two screening midfielders over, and he's trying to clip it back across and change the point of attack. So you see the ideas are there.
Vega to Tierpak and Elizondo, and sent it long.
Yeah, I'd like to see him continue doing that.
Out to Tierpak. This one sent in. Jackson there to make the save. Foul on SAFC.
San Antonio's opted to go 3 at the back here for the final stages of the game. They'll try to get some help from their 7 and 11. The wide players will need to drop in and tie in with that back line when they need the help. But again, Tyler, I like the gamble. 3 at the back. They've added another striker up top. Ollie can put the ball away when he gets the opportunity, and we'll see what SAFC can manage to drum up here in the last few minutes.
Eddie Prue coming on for Taeson Kim. Kim with the assist to King in the 12th minute for the Switchbacks. Ball going out of bounds, going for SAFC. Another foul called. And another yellow card looks to be coming out of the pocket of the referee.
Sure does. Looks like Abusi.
Pascal Abusi.
Yeah, that's what it is. Referee's calling Abusi in.
I've seen a bouquet of yellow cards here in the second half. In, but the Switchbacks defense there, albeit momentarily, stays in the offensive third. Fans would love to see a go-ahead goal at the late moments. We approach the 89th minute. Cross through, but heads up play. Feel the pressure coming from SAFC onto the Switchback side. did not like that. Chin dumped into the barrier right in front of the SAFC fans. Play on. Going now for San Antonio. Back to Ibiaga. Trying to push. Sent all the way across. Tierpak was there, but falling to the pitch. That's how they got the goal, was a long pass to Tierpak.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody has told Chin over there to be swinging that ball across court, because he's looking to do it every time, and that was just a little unlucky.
Switchbacks coming forward, 4 minutes added. Tierpak knotted it up late after a very early goal from King and the Switchbacks. Into Cardone, goes out. Just has to collide with Shane Malcolm.
Yeah, great job from Cardone there. I'm not sure if his beard knocked the ball out of the box or if his gloves did, but he did a fantastic job there. It's a tough ball to manage.
Chance for SAFC moving forward. Even numbers. Cross to Tierpak off the head. He's trying to tandem up with Elizondo. Just a little too much juice.
Yeah, it was a good turn from Hassan. Just held the defender off there and turned him real sharp. And again, clipped the ball to the backside for Tierpak.
So we'll give the ball to SAFC. Well, the next home match for San Antonio FC Reno, 1868, April 15th, 7:30 p.m. Live on SanAntonioFC.com. Opportunity for SAFC. It's Vega, the substitute, taken down. No whistle. Tierpak fighting through the defense. Multiple SAFC players on the ground. 3-on-4 for the Switchbacks. This will test Cardone off the post. Great opportunity for Colorado Springs.
What a strike from Frater, and the post saves the day right there. Unbelievable sequence.
Cardone has made some excellent saves, but nothing wrong with getting a little help from the post there. It's Frater, the substitute. Put his leg into that one.
Sure did. He did really well with that. Everything you'd ask him to do, and just unlucky to hit the post there.
Here in the very late stages, it was a scramble after two San Antonio players hit the pitch. Looked like they may have an opportunity as the whistle blows. And that will end things with a 1-1 draw between the Switchbacks of Colorado Springs and San Antonio FC. Very tightly contested, physical match.
Yeah, it sure was, and I'll tell you that it was just nice seeing San Antonio come out in the second half. I thought Pekka was the engine behind it. He got on the ball frequently. He was great defensively, and really, for me, made the difference in the second half. Tierpak with it's got to be up for goal of the week in the USL. Just dropped a bomb for the point tonight.
It was Aaron King that scored in the 12th for the Switchbacks, and then Tierpak knotting it up. SAFC, the benefactors of the post, late as well. Cardoni with another good match in goal, as it is a 1-1 final. SAFC's next match Saturday, they will face Reno 1868 right here at Toyota Field. Watch the 7:30 p.m. kickoff live on SanAntonioFC.com. For Matt Barnes, our whole crew, I'm Tyler Denning. Our final from Toyota Field, 1-1. The following has been a presentation of the United Soccer League and Spurs Sports and Entertainment. Good night from San Antonio.